Have you ever thought about why some people seem to be able to do things that most people their age would think are impossible? The truth is that after age 70, very few people can still do certain things that make them unique. These people aren't just lucky, they've built habits and ways of life that make them stronger, smarter, and more resilient than most people. This video is all about 5 amazing things that only 5% of seniors can still do, along with the reasons why they are so healthy and live so long. Keep their strength, mental sharpness, or high energy levels that make them feel years younger. It's rare to achieve these things, but it's not impossible. You might already have some of these traits if you're watching this, or you might be on the way to getting them. Stay with me until the end, and I'll show you what makes this group different from the rest and how you can use these habits in your own life. Before we start, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button. You won't miss a video that way. Please rate the video with a like if you liked it and a 0 if you didn't like it in the comments. Thanks for your ideas. It will help me make better videos for you. We can start now. Number 1, being able to move around freely without help. When most people turn 70, they have to accept that they can't do certain things as easily as they used to. But a very small group of people, the top 5%, can still walk, bend down, climb stairs, and move without any stiffness or hesitation. Genetics aren't the only thing that matters. Habits that you keep up for life are what keep your joints flexible, your muscles strong, and your balance. Consistency and movement are 2 of the main reasons some seniors can still move around freely. They make movement a must in their lives, whether it's by stretching every day, lifting weights, or just avoiding sitting for long periods of time. Being stiff and unstable doesn't happen overnight. They build up over years of not doing anything. How someone has treated their body over the years can make the difference between someone who moves like they're 20 years younger and someone who has trouble with everyday things. Richard is a 74-year-old retired teacher who still walks 3 miles every morning and plays golf twice a week. He swears by one simple rule: he will move every day. His friends use canes or don't do much physical activity because they're afraid of getting hurt. But he keeps pushing his body, making sure his muscles and joints stay active. But here's the thing. Staying mobile isn't just about being active. It's also about the way you move. Seniors who don't look their age just go for slow walks. They also do strength training, balance exercises, and stretching. Studies have shown that resistance exercises, even simple ones, can help stop muscle loss that comes with getting older. People in the top 5% know this and make sure to do strength-based exercises to keep their back, legs, and core strong. A factor that is often overlooked is posture. Bad posture puts too much stress on the spine and joints, which can cause back pain and make it hard to move. People who are still able to move around in old age are aware of how they sit, stand, and walk. They don't slouch, work their core, and make sure they're standing up straight. One person, Richard, checks his posture every time he walks or even when he's just sitting at home. What's his secret? If you act old, your body will follow. He treats his body like he's 40, even though he's 74. Number 2, keeping your mind sharp and quick-witted. It takes more than luck to keep your mind sharp. Many seniors notice that their memory, focus, and mental clarity get worse as they get older, but some can still think quickly, remember details easily, and have deep conversations without any problems. How do they do it? They work out their brains like they would work out a muscle. There is no way to avoid cognitive decline. It usually happens after years of mental stagnation, in which the brain isn't challenged in new and meaningful ways. Elite 5% know this and make sure they always learn new things, solve problems, and keep their minds active. Take Edward, who is 76 years old. Unlike many of his friends, Edward still reads hard books, learns new skills, and plays chess every day. He has a sharp mind, a good memory, and can still process information as quickly as he could when he was younger. This isn't just luck, it's the result of working on your mind all the time. Reading, playing an instrument, or even debating with other people are all activities that require a lot of focus. These activities can greatly slow down the aging process of the brain. The key is to get your brain to think about things in new ways. Real growth doesn't happen when you do nothing, like watching TV or doing the same things every day. Only when you focus, solve problems, and adapt do you grow. Social engagement is another important factor. Brains work best when they are stimulated by conversations where people share their thoughts, laugh, and question others' points of view. Seniors who stay in touch with friends and family tend to have better brain function than seniors who stay alone. For example, Edward makes it a point to have deep conversations with younger people. This keeps his mind flexible and open to new ideas. He also pushes himself by playing puzzles and memory games. He doesn't do this because he has to, but because he knows that you have to work to be mentally sharp. A part that many people don't give sleep is also important. For memory, retention, and brain function, getting enough deep, restorative sleep is very important. However, many seniors have trouble keeping their sleep patterns stable. Older people with the sharpest minds make sure they get enough good sleep so their brains have time to repair themselves and put new information together. Lifelong learning, deep thinking, spending time with other people, and getting enough sleep all work together to make a mind that won't slow down. That's what makes the difference between people who remember things and those who forget them over time. Third, keeping your joints strong and pain-free without taking medicine. Joint pain and getting older seem to go together for most people. It's normal to have sore knees, stiff hips, and trouble moving around. The story is very different for the 5% of people who don't follow this pattern. These people keep their joints strong and flexible well into old age without using painkillers or having surgery. Why? They start taking care of their joints long before stiffness and pain show up. They don't wait until they hurt to do something. Many people think that joint damage is just a normal part of getting older, but new research shows that this isn't always the case. Getting enough exercise, eating right, and making healthy habits can make a huge difference. Take Robert, who is 74 years old and still walks, bends down, and doesn't get stiff in the morning. He never told himself that minor pain was just a part of getting older, like his friends did. Instead, he slowly made changes that were small but powerful. First, he put low-impact movement first. Over time, he knew that sitting too much was bad for his joints, so he made sure to stay active by swimming, walking, and doing gentle stretches every day. High-impact exercises like running or jumping can speed up joint wear and tear. However, activities that improve circulation and flexibility help keep joints flexible and well-oiled. The foods he eats are also very important. For healthy joints, you need to do more than just move around. You also need to reduce inflammation. Robert gets a lot of omega-3 fatty acids from nuts, seeds, fish, and other foods. These acids help reduce stiffness and swelling. He also stays away from processed foods and foods with a lot of sugar, which are known to make inflammation worse and break down cartilage faster. A lot of seniors eat foods that make their joint pain worse without even realizing it. The top 5%, on the other hand, choose anti-inflammatory foods that help them stay mobile for a long time. It's more important than most people think to stay hydrated. A lot of water is found in cartilage, which is the cushion between bones. Joints lose their ability to absorb shock when they don't get enough water, which makes them stiff and painful. The healthiest seniors make sure to drink enough water every day. This keeps their joints hydrated and helps them work well. Last but not least, posture and alignment are more important than most people think. If you sit or stand in the wrong way for years, your body may become out of alignment, putting extra stress on your joints. People in the top 5% are aware of their posture and do light mobility exercises to keep their joints and spine in the right place. It's not about miracle cures or expensive treatments. It's about making habits that will keep joints moving freely for years to come. People over 70 who can move around and don't have any pain aren't lucky. They take care of themselves. In the years to come, how they feel will depend on what they eat, how they move, and the choices they make every day. The fourth thing is to keep your reflexes and coordination sharp. Most people's reaction times get slower as they get older. After age 70, it's normal to drop things, have trouble keeping your balance, and move more slowly. But only about 5% of seniors can still move quickly, react quickly, and have great hand-eye coordination. They don't get lucky like this. They do things on purpose that keep their nervous system firing at full speed. They know that being able to act quickly isn't just about avoiding small accidents. It's also about avoiding major accidents, staying independent, and staying healthy overall. Take a look at George, who is 76 years old but walks like he's 50. He grabs things in midair if they slip out of his hands. He doesn't hesitate to change his footing when he steps off a curb. He moves quickly, smoothly, and with control. Why? He never let his reflexes get worse in the first place. Not like most people who stop challenging their coordination after a certain age. He kept his nervous system active by doing small things over and over again. He does rapid eye-tracking exercises every day where he follows moving objects with his eyes. This helps him keep his motor and visual skills sharp. One person is doing things that require him to react quickly, like hitting a ball against a wall and catching it, or he is tapping his feet lightly in a rhythm to keep his lower body flexible. Working out is a big part of keeping your reflexes strong. George knows that getting stronger isn't enough. He also needs to work on his coordination and speed. That's why he works in light agility work, fast-paced stepping exercises, and balance drills into his routine. He also puts a lot of emphasis on core strength, which keeps the body stable and lets him move more quickly and with more control. A lot more seniors fall when they don't work on their balance, but those in the top 5% train their bodies to stay stable and responsive. People also don't realize how much their diet and water intake affect their reflexes. George stays away from drinking too much and eating processed foods, which can both slow down the nervous system. Instead, he eats foods that are good for the brain, like omega-3s, B vitamins, and antioxidants, which help keep his brain and muscles working well. Another important thing is to stay hydrated. Not drinking enough water can slow down your responses, but drinking enough water keeps nerve signals firing efficiently. The healthiest seniors also put a high value on good sleep. Sleep is more than just rest. It's also when your brain works on your movement and reaction patterns. Lack of sleep makes reflexes slower, makes you more clumsy, and makes it harder to coordinate your movements. That's why the top 5% protect their sleep quality by sticking to a routine, limiting their exposure to blue light at night, and making sure they get enough deep restorative sleep. In the end, seniors who still have good coordination and quick reflexes don't let their bodies slow down without a fight. They keep their minds and bodies active, which lets them move through the world with confidence, ease, and speed long after other people have lost those abilities. Fifth, keep your back strong and pain-free. Back pain is something that most people can't avoid as they get older. It starts as a dull ache and gets worse over time, causing stiffness, pain, and often trouble moving. But only about 5% of seniors can move around freely without having chronic back pain. They walk easily, stand straight up, and never let their spine tell them what they can or cannot do. How do they do it? They don't just have good genes or luck. They also have a set of habits that help them protect their spine, stay flexible, and keep their core strength well into their 70s and beyond. Take the case of Richard. He is 74 years old, but he stands tall and doesn't slouch at all. When he bends down to pick something up, he doesn't brace himself or have trouble getting out of chairs. Not like most seniors who have back pain every time they move, he moves without any trouble. He works hard to keep his spine healthy, which is a simple but effective method. He makes it a habit to stretch every day, but he doesn't just stretch for no reason. He works on being flexible so that his hips, hamstrings, and lower back don't get tight. Lower back pain is caused by hamstrings that are too tight, and unnatural movement patterns that strain the spine are caused by hips that can't move as freely as they should. Every day, Richard does easy stretches like hip openers and gentle back extensions to keep his back muscles loose and pain-free. Strength training is another reason Richard hasn't had the common back pain that comes with getting older. One major reason older people have back problems is that their core muscles aren't strong enough. So he does exercises that make his lower back, deep abdominal muscles, and glutes stronger. These are the muscles that support the spine. Planks, bridges, and controlled standing movements help keep his spine stable, which stops the common posture problems that cause pain. An important factor is that Richard prefers to move around than sit for long periods of time. The long hours that most seniors spend slouched over in chairs weaken and compress their spinal discs. Richard avoids being inactive for long periods of time by getting up and going for short walks several times a day. He also has good posture. When he sits, he keeps his shoulders back and his core slightly engaged. His diet helps his back just as much as the exercises he does. He eats a lot of collagen, calcium, and magnesium-rich foods. These nutrients make bones stronger and keep connective tissues flexible. He also drinks plenty of water to keep the disc in his back flexible and less likely to become stiff or break down. Last, Richard pays attention to his body. If he feels his back getting tense, he takes care of it right away by doing light exercises, using heat therapy, or getting enough rest. He doesn't wait for pain to become chronic like many seniors do. He does something about it before it becomes a problem. The truth is that you can keep your back strong and pain-free after age 70. You just need to take care of it every day. Back pain isn't something that comes with getting older for the top 5% of seniors who reach this goal. They take charge of their health instead, making sure their spine is strong and flexible so it can support them for years to come. Leave your thoughts in the comments if you like this video. I love reading about your ideas and experiences. Thanks for being here today. Tell us what you learned today and how you're going to use it in the comments below. Don't be afraid to tell us what you think. Reading your comments makes us feel very motivated and boosted. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it. Thanks for your help, so we can keep making useful content for you to learn from and get ideas from. Thanks for seeing. Watch out for the next video.